Hey guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of I Just Watched. And today I am going to be talking about a Disney movie from the 80s that I've wanted to see for quite some time, The Great Mouse Detective. Now, there are only really two things that I know about this going in. Number one is that the story is basically Sherlock Holmes, but with rats, or mice, sorry. And that two, that Vincent Price, who I know as Egghead from the Adam West Batman series, is the villain, Ratigan. So again, I know next to nothing going in. Let's see how this is. I'll see you in about an hour.
1 hour later.
Alright, so I just got done watching The Great Mouse Detective for the first time. I honestly don't know what to think. Overall, I liked it. But I don't know if this is one that would even crack top 15. Like, I liked it, do not get me wrong, I really liked it. But it's a movie where, even though it's only like an hour and 10 minutes, it's a movie where it has a really strong first and third act. The second act is where it kind of just meddles in the middle for me. The first act is great setup. It has a really strong prologue, even if the space between the prologue and the opening titles is very abrupt, which is kind of funny if you ask me. But yeah, the animation in this is really strong. This is honestly why I love 2D animation. And the whole second act, basically from the scene after The World's Greatest Criminal Mind with Ratigan through to what I'm going to call the Adam West Batman beginning to the third act, which I'll get into that in a second. It just kind of drags. Like, it's not bad, but I did start to lose interest in it and was only sort of half paying attention. But let me tell you, once you hit that third act, oh my god, it's like a bullet. It's like the movie wakes up and comes alive. Animation-wise, like I said before, this is why I love 2D animation. This is just amazing, gorgeous stuff at times. Even the integration of the 3D animation for the late 1980s is really well done. It's really well integrated. Even some live action stuff, like I noticed the bullet and the note, that looked like it was either rotoscoped or they just sort of put in actual footage, which again, I noticed it, but it still kind of worked. Now, just to touch on what I mentioned before with the Adam West Batman, the third act basically starts like an Adam West Batman episode, which again isn't helped by the fact that you have Egghead as your villain. It's a very Batman trap, even to the point of like, well, I could stay here, but I have to go do other things, so hopefully my trap goes to plan, and of course it never does. Musically, the movie is kind of a mixed bag. The music is done, I believe, by Henry Mancini, who I think is the guy who did the Pink Panther theme. Again, it's not bad music, but there's no song here that I think you're gonna be leaving the movie humming. Not anything on the grounds of like an Under the Sea, Whole New World, that kind of a thing. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like a 7, because again, I think what it lacks in its second act, I think the first act and the third act really make up for it. So again, that was my quick thoughts on it, and I will see you all tomorrow.